Alright, get y'all set up again. Just gonna continue wiring. Get a good angle there. Let's see. How's that? That'll work.
Just installing, guys. A full install. Got the cameras done on the outside. The UDU mounted. So now we're just getting our power connections connected. We're still working on the camera cables, event cables, CAN bus, J1939. Got quite a lot to do left. If I can get it done tonight, it would be a decently profitable install. If it takes me into tomorrow, it'll still be a decent install. But I'd like to get it all done tonight. We'll see how that works out. Alright. Do we have some fresh tape? We do. Oh, this is one of the greatest things right here. Oh, yes. See that? I'll wait to bust this out in a minute. I hate how they freaking wrap these. Goodness gracious. How did this happen? Let's get this one out of my way. Out of our way. How did this get a knot? That's crazy. I hate Drake. Oh my god, his music sucks. All y'all girls that made Drake famous, I hate you too. And the Fruit Cup boys too. Alright, finally. Power, I gotta see where I'm dropping this power cable out. This has to go to the battery box outside. So we'll go ahead and get our brand new Super 33 Plus tape. Ooh, yeah. No face. No face. This song is ass. Holy crap. Like literal dog dookie. Goes up out of the way. Cam cables come here. The seat has to slide over this as well, so we're gonna make sure we leave clearance for that. I hope the headlamp's helping with lighting. I know it's getting dark. Way. Cam cable, I think, is going to come out of the center of the doghouse for my additional camera added in the back. So I think I'm going to have to run this power, which has to go out to the battery box down on the other side. It's going to have to drip through the doghouse, run up to the front of the nose, because this cab over tilts up. Got to make sure it won't get pinched. So I got to add one additional camera cable from up here all the way to the back. Show you where I mounted it. It did have a rear camera on it already. So we've got the alley view right here on this side. Curbside alley. Got the rear view here. And then this other one I added here. This is going to be the street side alley. So I've got to run a cable all the way up, down to the front because this body tilts as well. So we're going to go ahead and get our cable loomed and ran. get the power and stuff finished in here on the brain, get all my cam cables ran, put my splitters in, install the event button, wire in the ignition and ground, wire in my constant and ground on this lead, and that'll be it. Alright, that was the continuation from earlier. I did find, I don't know if you were watching the end of the other live, I was looking for the J1939, it's right here. This is the CAN bus computer connection, so that's our terminating resistor right there. We'll take that out, we'll put our Y split in, and we'll test, make sure it's getting all the engine diagnostics. Basically that connection there allows this brain to read everything going on with the truck itself. Any diagnostics codes or error codes, whatever, speed, all that good stuff. Engine RPM, whatever. So I do have my antenna mounted. I've also got my dash cam up there. The 3 antenna connections got to run over here. The dash cam has to run on this side. And I got to drill a 1 3/4 hole right there. So I guess I'll leave it live while I drill that hole. Let me go grab my drill bit. Drake is so trash, dude. Oh my goodness. Alright. Bet Drake never thought he'd be in the position he is in now. I know he's still rich, but he lost most of his street cred. No doubt. Nice and slow. Fix the ears off. Go. And you got to drill an engine 3/4 hole because this connector on this thing is the size of a computer connection. And they send a grommet, that's the right size for that. So. I like to get all this stuff kind of pre-ran and pulled through, that way I can go back and loom it and then drill my self-taps and tie strap everything so it's out of the way. Basically the wires run down the center of the windshield on the little structural support. You can drill 2 little self-taps for loops to hold all the camera cables and dash cam together and out of the way. Leave enough slack. That's enough slack there. You can finish running this down to the brain. coil this up because it's a long cable. Get it out of my way because I'm not going to drop it out of the cab tonight, I don't think. Try to get most of this other stuff done. If I got time to finish it tonight, I will, but I did work till like midnight last night, so I'm a little gassed. Alright, so away. Not the yellow one. We got here 12 people. What up? What up? Good afternoon. How are you? God loves you, and you are highly favored, and you are royalty. All right, bud. Thank you, man. God bless you too, buddy. It's kind of an unsuspected message there. Appreciate your positivity, though, bud. Good. Alright, I need to take a little break. They're listening to the worst music. Yo, open it.
Hey, my man. You want to do me a favor real quick?
Yeah.
I don't mean to pull you away from
No, you good? Over there?
Yeah, I need you.
Sorry, I had to go help him start his, or try to start his truck. And the other technician apparently put the air filter in the truck he's working in backwards. He was priming it while I was trying to start it, but the filter was inserted with the solid end facing the motor, so it couldn't suck any air in. You still want to prime it? Are you good? You can crank it. Oh! There it is, baby. Hey, better an easy fix than a hard one, though. Slap him on the hand. Oh, you good, brother? Got his truck fixed. Alright. This is the camera I installed up here in the front. This is a pain in the ass to get that wire in there, by the way. But I managed to squeeze it in through the existing grommet where that light comes in. So I took the light out here, and then I drilled my hole, put my little nut certs in there, bolted this up, and then I fished my wire from that hole down to this hole, pulled it out, and then fished it back through straight to that other grommet. Which I used to do it a different way. I used to take this headlight and assembly off, and I had to drill sideways with a thick bit down into where the headlight is, and then drill another one out so I could come down here and then up into the doghouse. But I figured out now that I can do it this route and just drill the, pull my wire directly in through that kick panel, which probably saves quite a bit of time. I still got to lift this cab up once I get all the power wired in and the cameras and Y splitters, but for the time being, really just at a point where I got to figure out what I want to get done tonight, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all of it. So I can either loom my long cable to come from this camera here all the way up to the front, or I can finish inside the cab, which is probably what I'm going to do. I might save this run for tomorrow. Although, if I get everything done inside and that's all I got left, I might just try to squeeze it out. I think these guys will be leaving in a few hours, but yeah, that's where we're at for now. These are all my camera inputs, so I've got to run. Let's see, I've got 3 in the back that are connected. I've got 1 here on this blind spot, 1 on that blind spot, 1 in the hopper, so that's going to be 6. So I'm using all 6 of these inputs, and then those are also going up to that monitor, so I got to put Y splitters in line so that the monitor is seeing the same image as the brain. And then the other 2 cameras are going to be the front and forward and backward facing on this third eye dash camera. I'll run that in, and that's connected through here. On the new UDUs with AI and stuff, like the newer versions of this, they're all individual connections like this, but there's only 6 of them. This one, it's got these, this is still considered 1 and 2, inputs 1 and 2, and then you got 3 through 8 here, which is the other 6 inputs. And I got to run my antenna from there to here, which is what I might do next. So I'm gonna set this phone up, stop yapping. Everyone's having a good night. Getting eyes on you. Yeah, always, man. Always got eyes on me. More eyes on me tonight, though. Maybe those spicy political shorts. I wonder if Obama's watching, dude. I know Obama's my biggest fan. I think I'm gonna run in 2028. That's probably not possible. Actually, now that, yeah, it might actually be possible. Can a convicted felon be president? What's going on for the election, man? Who's winning? Anybody got any insight? I don't think we're gonna know an answer tonight. It normally is delayed. I mean, if I'm remembering previous elections correctly. I hate how they freaking wrap these individually. I wish they would pull all 3 antennas, loom them together, and then pull. It's so stupid. Oh my goodness. There's so many things I would do differently if I ran third eye. And I don't mean that offensively, but there's a lot of excess and waste, and there's a lot of miscommunication and things that could potentially save like a lot of time on the big runs, even if it's only like 20 minutes per install. That adds up. When you do 1,000 installs, that's 20,000 minutes divided by 60 is however many hours. But what do I know? What do I know, brother? What do I know, brother? Okay. You know what I really kind of would rather do? I mean, I'll still keep my channel, but I would rather help a bigger creator make content for their channel. If I could do that like semi full time, that would be pretty cool. It's easier for me to focus on like editing and stuff. Like if I had like an assignment or a specific thing that somebody like commissioned me for, I would have a different enthusiasm level than just pulling something out of my ass and doing it just cause. I feel like it'd be the same way if I would rather be editing somebody else's content than my own. That makes sense. I'm not to grab my cup right there. Oh, I ain't gonna reach that. Walk around. Here they are. Alright, that's our 3 antenna lines. Now, do this slightly organized, get this ran over here to the brain. this. Alright, these three can stay over here. Power can stay over here. This out of the way. Alright, I need a break. What people we got? Dang, we got 25, 26 people in here. Y'all just watching me work? I guess the election's kind of boring. I don't blame y'all for not watching that garbage. Oh man. It's amazing to me though, the tactics of the Democrats. They'll use the first female president, the first black president, the first black female president. It's like ironic how they keep using sex and race to try to win votes, not to mention, you know, sitting at the border giving all these handouts as a Democratic association to help immigrants coming into the country, basically trying to secure a vote by giving them free handouts, a phone, a bus ticket to the city of their choice, housing needs, and they make sure they know that those are the Democrats that are helping them. So when election time comes, you know, they vote blue. Well, you know, it's just crazy to me, dude. It's crazy to me. But anyways, you know, so they use sex and race to try to win votes. But you go all the way back to the beginnings of the Democratic Party, and you know they also used race because the Ku Klux Klan was completely Democratic in nature. And I would actually know because I'm from Louisiana, and about 5 minutes from my house it used to be like a very big hot spot for KKK. It's called Livingston Parish in Louisiana. You can look it up. There used to be a lot of powerful KKK people out there in Louisiana. So, you know, yeah, Democrats, dude. Democrats. They care so much about y'all as long as you're voting for whatever agenda that they're pushing. That's just my opinion, though. It's just my opinion. And I'm not a Trumper. You will not see one Trump video on my page. There's nothing I do promoting Trump. You know, on the opposite end of the coin, he is nothing like me. He's, I think, a little bit more sensible as a choice because our country didn't implode while he was already president, like they're saying it's going to if he wins, which is a little, you know, retarded. These last 4 years have probably been the worst years for me financially, you know, being a little further on in my professional career that I am compared to the years with Trump. So, and don't even get me started on COVID and vaccine mandates and Fauci and Pelosi and all those good folks. All right, I'm just talking and rambling and yapping because I'm taking a break. I'm gonna set this phone down. Agree's a better choice than her. Yeah, I mean, you know, the shitty thing is, though, the bad thing that really upsets me is, like, my most important thing right now is for, like, the genocide to stop for, you know, 100,000 women and children being murdered. That needs to be put to an end. And I feel like Trump's son-in-law, what is his name? The little shitter, little skinny white guy. He's Jewish, and he was going to be, like, the ambassador for Trump to bring peace to the Middle East. What's his name? I'll think of it in a second. Anyway, so Trump's son-in-law, that's Jewish. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Jared Kushner, right? So we got Jared Kushner on Trump's side, which I can almost guarantee we're going to get dragged into a war with Israel if Trump wins, because he definitely backs Israel, and he's met with Netanyahu multiple times. On this other flip side of that is Kamala wins. She's already said it. She's 100% backing Israel, and her administration's already sending them assets as well as personnel, which, you know, I posted a short a few months back. People were talking about there's no one deployed in active combat zones or whatever. Like, yeah, well, you know, you can call it what you want, but there's U.S. soldiers in Israel, and Israel's a combat zone. You know, I see the videos of the missiles, and it could be a couple miles away of the detonations and explosions, but that's a combat zone. When people are getting slaughtered, killed, you got, you know, active military bases, there's ground-to-air missiles going, you got ground to ground, but I don't know, just saying. So we put this down for a minute and I will be right back. Oh, shout out Jacked Up Coffee in Biloxi. This is the best cup of coffee I've ever had. They had a lot of Christian, you know, nice back setting. It was a gorgeous little place. So if you're ever in Ocean Springs, Mississippi, it's pretty close to Biloxi. Jacked Up Coffee. Shout out to them, dude. It's the best cup of coffee I've had in a hot minute since I've been out in Washington, at least. But yes, unfortunately, I think no matter who wins this election, I think we're going to get dragged into this war in the Middle East. And, you know, if you remember 9/11, how they took freedoms away from us, what they used it as, you know, terror and all that shit. That's basically the ploy they used to eliminate all of our privacy and freedoms. They're using that same tactic, you know, in Israel / the Middle East. And if you didn't know, that's how the world works. So they'll have something deployed and see how it works in one specific country, which is basically how United States was founded. It's based off of Europeans. You know, they try it in one country. Even with technology, something works. They're deploying camera systems, whatever, and they go big, work. Everything's good in America. Well, the smart people, rich people, people in power will take that same technology, bring it over to another country, start the whole process over again, and you know, get rich quick. A lot of people don't think about business that way, but just because something's normalized in your country doesn't mean other countries have that deployed yet or in that route. So there's a lot of opportunities when you're working internationally in those specific facets of whatever. I wish I had a choice over the music right now. Guess we can go walk the yard while I'm taking my break. It's just nonsense, man. I don't know what happened to the backbone men. This was one of the first sites I ever worked at while I was with this company, because I've contracted for, say, 3 or 4 companies, and then I was a W-2 employee for another company called Velocity. So I've worked with a lot of the big names in this industry and a lot of the manufacturers, and as far as the brands of technology goes, I've pretty much done everything out there for heavy duty fleet vehicles and commercial rentals and you know, United Rentals, Sunbelt Rentals, Coca-Cola, all the big, you know, everything from 18-wheelers to that shit. I've done, I can't even name all the brands. Orbcom, Third Eye, Lytix, Geotab, Samsara, just there's a ton. Mobileye, every kind of GPS tracking system, track unit, Verizon cameras, Verizon trackers. I've installed it all. I've installed solar, Orbcom, wireless technology. There's tracking systems, temperature sensors on like reefer trailers. Pretty much anything that can be installed on any vehicle in the fleet technology department, I can do it. There's some stuff I come across that's new to me, but typically after, you know, a few hours I have it figured out. We get those 3 antennas finished, run down, plugged in there. What else do we have to run to the UDU? After those antennas are hooked up, all I've got left to run down here to the brain is going to be the 6 camera cables, and I've got to install some splitters up there in the overhead where that monitor is. That monitor's for the driver to have these same views as the office does. We've been live for 41 minutes. I know I got 30-something people in here. Third Eye camera system, DVR recording, onboard recording system. That's what I'm installing. So it's 8 cameras, a DVR, and push button, event button, J1939, all that good shit. Yeah, I know I got 30 people in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it. and I need to get focused and get this some progress done on this. It's kind of hard holding the phone and working at the same time. So hope everyone has a great night. I wouldn't get all caught up in this election, dude. Fuck it. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. It's already tainted, guys. You saw the ballot boxes burning. You saw the illegal immigrants voting. We know it's tainted, so don't get all bent out of shape over it. Whatever happens, happens, and let God deal with it. That's the best advice I can give. Just have faith in something bigger that it'll take care of the mess that we're making. And if not, we'll all go down with the ship, bro. Everyone has a great night. God bless. Peace.